Hey guys, welcome back. I just got out of the shower and I'm about to get ready, but I figured I would just do it with y'all because a couple of y'all have asked me some of the stuff that I use. I feel like I need to preface it by saying, and I know I've said this before, I'm not a makeup person. I mean, that should be very, very obvious, but I just try to wear like the simplest makeup possible. In fact, I almost never go to Ulta. I get most of my makeup from drugstores or Walmart or Target. So that's what I use. It works for me. I don't even really wear a ton of makeup. So I'm gonna do that now. And then I thought I would also answer some questions. So after we did our live, which I told y'all was so much fun, I watched the comments back as they happened. And I don't know how I missed some of the questions that I saw. Oh, there's just this loud noise outside. I don't know how it happened. I don't know if my computer was being weird or what, but I did not intentionally overlook any comments. So or questions. So I'm going to try to answer some of those as I'm getting ready. So y'all just bear with me. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible. I'm also letting my hair air dry because I try to put as little amount of heat on it as possible, but then I'm gonna curl it with y'all too, or just like run the straightener through it. So the first thing that I like to do is spray my face with this rose water. I don't know if it's gonna focus, not that y'all even really care, but it's called Rose Green Tea Water. I got it at TJ Maxx, and I can't say that it does anything other than it feels really refreshing on my face. So let's do this. And then once that soaks in, I always put my moisturizer on, which I'm all over the place with my moisturizers, but I just keep coming back to this one. It's just my tried and true. It works so well. It doesn't break my face out. Y'all know my face is temperamental. I actually have like combination skin. Sometimes my skin's really, really dry and sometimes it's super oily. And regardless of what your skin is, you just always need moisturizer. So I'm gonna put it on. Yes, buddy. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go help them. I need some chapstick too. Okay, sorry, the boys were fighting, but Mark went up there. Okay, I think I told y'all I don't wear foundation just because, well, I mean, I have a lot of freckles and I don't really feel like covering them up. Plus, I don't really like the way foundation feels on my skin. It just feels like too gloppy, too much. Plus, in the summertime, I don't really like to wear a ton of makeup because I like to get sun on my face evenly. So I do love this Infallible Full Wear Concealer. It's my absolute favorite. I know I've shared that on Instagram before. I think it's like between $7 and $9. It's super cheap and it works really, really well. So all I do with concealer is put it under my eyes a little bit. This is really weird doing it on here and not a mirror. I do a tiny bit right here. Obviously I cover any blemishes if I have any, but I just kind of put it where I want and then blend it in. I use just a regular beauty blender, although this one probably needs to be washed, and I know you're supposed to get them damp, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I had to pull out my mirror just because I never do makeup on camera, but now that that is all blended in, I just put a little bit of powder on. Hopefully my powder brush is in here. Okay, this is the powder I use. It's Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Powder, and mine is the shade Natural Beige. So my skin is obviously naturally very pale, but I do freckle a lot, and I'm one of those people that I don't really care to cover my freckles up, or I know there's certain like skincare things you can do to like reverse your freckles. I would never want to do that. I don't even think I disliked my freckles as a child. I've always just liked my freckles, and I love that I see freckles popping up on my kids too. I think it's so cute on children. I mean, maybe it's not cute on adults, but I don't even care because I've just learned to embrace them. And then, not every day I do this, but sometimes I do go in with just a slight bit of contouring, which I just use this, I don't even know, I think it's Physicians Formula, just like a random little thing in this brush. And then I put a little bit on the top of my forehead, just where the sun would naturally hit. I feel like it got darker in here. Let me brighten it. Up here where the sun would hit. I hope it doesn't like accent that too much on camera. Ouch! I do have a 5 head. I know I've told you that before, but I've always had a big forehead. And then a little bit on my cheekbone, or under them, kind of. And a little bit on my nose. I just use the same brush. Not at all fancy or anything. I don't spend a lot of time on my makeup at all. And then a little bit of blush. I'm not really one of those people that can concentrate that much when I'm doing this, but I just remembered that I said I was going to answer some questions. So one of the things that I saw coming up, and I think it was from Sarah, I can't remember the last name, but Sarah had asked a couple times about the windows in our, they're not really windows, but the shutters on the outside of our house that are on the front porch, which means the other side of them would be in our master closet. And some people, I think people think we could like open those up or have the option to take off the shutters. Those are just permanent. There's nothing behind them. So we have kind of like priced it out based on what we know in our neighborhood, how much things cost with builders still being in here. And to fully remove those shutters and put in windows would probably be like a minimum of $5,000 to $7,000, and that's just a lot of money to do something so, you know, that doesn't make a huge difference. So for now, I think we're just gonna leave the shutters, although I wish in the building process that I had paid attention to that and realized that we would want some light in our closet, whether Mark was in his office or not. So I do regret that, but it's just part of learning with the building process. Like, we didn't know a whole lot and we just did it, and there's things we would change for sure, and we might still change, but for now, that part of it's not where I'd rather spend that money on something else right now. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of eyeshadow on. I love this palette. Now this is from Ulta or somewhere fancier, but I got it for Christmas from my mother-in-law, and I actually don't even know if I brought a brush in here to put, but like I said, this is really simple makeup. I'm using the shade Funny Girl, which I love. Oh, the camera too. And I'm putting it on with my finger because that is how fancy I am. Just a little bit. So I saw so many people asking it, and I think we did address it during the live, but like whether we're gonna get a pet or not. And I kind of been feeling it before then, but I really, really want a dog. And I feel like I know the kids do. I know Ava has her allergies, but I'm trying to like soften Mark up to the idea. So we'll see what happens. Okay, now I need to do eyeliner, and I'm really not feeling doing that on here because I use, we'll just see. We'll see what happens. I'll be right back. Okay, eyeliner's done. I'm sorry, I didn't come on here to be some makeup guru, so that's just not how it's gonna be. I love this eyeliner though. It's called Almay Pen Eyeliner, and it has like the, like almost like the painter's brush at the end. I don't know if y'all can see that. No, because it's just not gonna focus, but it's really good. I'll try to link the stuff that I use in the description box. I know not that many people are interested in it, but I will just because I want to. This is the mascara that I'm using right now. I will say when it comes to mascara, I am the least picky person because thankfully I have pretty naturally long eyelashes, and I feel like most mascaras just kind of do what they need to do for my eyes. So anytime I finish one, I just kind of like move on to the next. I try out a bunch. So this is just what I had on my Walmart grocery order actually, and it works okay. I mean, it's not like the best thing ever. I will say I have tried some of the higher end ones that are like really, really expensive, and I haven't even been that impressed with them. So for my eyelashes, I feel like I'll just stick to the $6 or $7 mascara and we good. Okay, can y'all see the mascara? It's pretty good, right? And just because I'm feeling a little spicy today, I'm gonna add a tiny bit of highlighter just to right there. And I feel like I'm losing my voice a little. We've been outside a lot. I feel like it's like allergies and stuff. A little bit on my nose, and then I just drag it up my nose a little bit, and then kind of like near my tear ducts and right there. And then that's it. If I wasn't blabbing my mouth, I feel like that would have taken me like 4 or 5 minutes to do. And now I'm going to do my hair, which I just recently bought well, I'll show it to y'all to know exactly what it's called. I'll be right back. Okay, I just bought this Revlon brush. Sorry, it has hair all in it. I have noticed, let me just awkwardly sit back down. I have noticed that it's not something that you're gonna want if like you have thick, really long hair and you're trying to dry your hair really fast. I typically let my hair air dry almost all the way. Like you can see, it's just a tiny bit wet still. And then I go in with this brush, and on the lowest setting, I blow dry it away from my face. And then right after that, I always, on day 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever day it is on my hair, I always spray my Batiste Dry Shampoo. This is my absolute favorite, ride or die. Like I feel like if I didn't have anything else in the world to get ready with, I would want this. And I always get the coconut and exotic tropical scent. And it's perfect. It works so well. And then this is my straightener, and I've had it for a very long time. I hope nothing ever happens to it because it's just always been there for me, and it does such a good job. But I mean, I know I can buy another one. It's the Remington one. So I will link some of this stuff if you guys want to look at it or like check out the reviews on it or whatnot. But I'm gonna blow dry my hair.
Been clearer. I see what you're doing to me now. They lie,
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry for all the extra noises. My kids are all right here eating like their 547th snack for the day. But like I said, I just blew dry the rest of my hair. It's all dry now, and I spray dry shampoo in it. And then now basically what I typically do is part it where I want it to be, which I don't like a straight back part. I kind of like it to be just always kind of messy. And I just straighten the top little parts like this and underneath a little bit, just to give it like a more finished look. Like right here by my ear always gets kind of wavy and crazy. So I like to straighten the ends too. And sometimes it gets a little ripply like right here at the top of my hair. And then just straighten the sides over here. Do y'all's kids eat 8 million snacks a day? I mean, I know that's just like the common thing and it's all over memes and stuff, but like our kids literally eat so many snacks. Like they're always hungry. And I'm kind of just thinking like, did you say this to your teacher when you were in school? Or did you just accept the one snack time a day you had? I don't know, but I can't imagine when like my boys are teenagers and stuff. But okay, I'm gonna throw a couple curls in it. I'll speed this up for y'all, but basically I just always curl away from my face, or straighten curl away from my face, and I just go around my hair grabbing like medium to larger chunks because I don't want like curly Sue curls. I just want some waves in it. So I'm gonna do that real quick.
deep down, I probably knew that. I think I will be holding on to the one thing that I know is stronger. Love is
Okay, all done. Like I said, just keeping it really simple. I do love any of these shades of this type of, it's like a liquid lipstick and it's a stain, like it goes on your lips and it does not come off. And this is, sorry, it's kind of dirty. This is my favorite shade. It is called Dreamer. It's number 10. I get it from Walmart and it's just so pretty. I'm not wearing lipstick today. I'm just gonna keep chapstick on, but this is my go-to, just like a neutral light pink color. It's really pretty. But we are about to eat some lunch because it's already, what, 11:54. So Mark and I are gonna eat lunch. The kids most certainly could not possibly be hungry right now. But also, guess what came yesterday? Kate's, sorry, I'm zipping this up. Kate's new locker. So they told us on Wayfair, or the email they sent said it wouldn't be here until the end of May, and it came yesterday. So Max is really making endless amounts of noise today. But we're gonna put it together, and then we have a drive-by birthday party in a little bit to go to, but it's gonna be a good day. Nah. I'm just gonna do this on low. Don't you think, or should we do it on low?
Maybe low. Not what we do last time. Whatever we did last time turned out really good.
Let's just do high at first and then I'll turn it to low.
Do you remember what we did last time?
I don't remember.
This is real life. You know what I'm saying?
Raw chicken is so disgusting looking, but we are gonna have chicken tacos for dinner tonight, so Ava's excited. So we figure we might as well go ahead and start them now so they're ready, and we're gonna eat some lunch. Okay, I just ate some lunch and I have been sitting here on my computer trying to respond back to some comments, and also I just clicked on a few videos of my friends because I always try to watch those, and I have some honey bars in the oven because I was craving those. We were almost out of honey, so I almost couldn't make them, but I'm just making it work. And the lockers are down there on the floor, and so I think I'm about to put them together. Hopefully I can do it by myself, because obviously last time I set out to do it by myself and I was just gonna tackle it, but now I know they're actually white and I'm going to be putting them together. I can always call Mark out of his little office area if I need some help, but it said like no tools or anything. I don't know, maybe I read that wrong. But I was going through my Instagram messages last night, or some of them. I told you I'm always behind on responding back to that, and I'm really, really sorry. Kristen Casper did a premiere of her video, I think it was yesterday, and I ended up clicking on it and watching it, which is so fun because I always miss when my friends do premieres, and it was nice to just be there live and chat with people and, you know, chat with her too. And somebody commented on there like, oh, Joanna's here, she never responds back to any of my comments, or like, I'm so glad she's responding now, or something like that. And I was like, I felt so bad, because that is never my intention at all, especially not to just have ignored somebody for all this time. I try to respond back to comments. I talked about that a little bit when we went live with Girls Night on Sunday night on Emily's channel, and I know you guys are so understanding, but like, I try to read the comments as much as I can, but I spent 4.5 hours yesterday morning responding to comments, and then the day before I spent about 2 hours, and I still wasn't even halfway done with my most recent video. So I wish that my, like, I mean, I'm a pretty fast typer, but I wish that just like my fingers work faster, or, you know, if I was just saying like, oh, thank you, and sending it back, that would be no big deal. But y'all take the time to comment me these meaningful comments, and I want to comment back the same, so that's why it takes extra time. Anyways, I don't know why I got into all that, other than to say I hope nobody ever feels like I'm singling you out and ignoring you, because commenting back and forth with y'all and messaging back and forth with y'all on Instagram is my absolute most favorite part of this job, because it's my way that I get to know y'all even better. And I know your names. I know I said that in the live, but I recognize each and every one of your names that comment and message me a lot. There's never a time that I don't recognize it, so it means the world to me, honestly. So that's what I've been doing, responding back to a few comments. Oh, I didn't answer a ton of questions when I did my makeup thing, because obviously I was all over the place, and I'm just not cut out in life to be a makeup YouTuber or Instagrammer. Oh, the honey bars, hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, honey bars are done and cooling off, but what I was saying was a couple more of the questions that I got asked, sorry, that was really close, on the live were, a couple that I saw coming in were, do I ever have to deal with creeps like being on social media? And I think that answer is like twofold really, because yes and no. I kind of just ignore any messages that feel like they don't sit well with me. I have people asking me for my phone number or trying to FaceTime me and stuff, and if I don't know you, it's just always a little bit weird at first, just because I'm like, I think my ultimate goal in all this is to keep my family safe, so I can't just become friends with any person on the internet just because you never know. I do get the typical like super creepy comments on Instagram and especially on YouTube of just like men profiles. I don't even know, it's so bizarre, but those don't really bother me. And another question was like, how do I deal with time management? Because as of right now, I'm, you know, doing YouTube, but then Instagram is always like right there with it, because Instagram is really a way that you can message back and forth with your subscribers, and you can't always do that on YouTube. You can comment, but you can't really message. So both platforms are definitely intertwined. And then obviously I'm a wife and a mom, and balancing my time among all of that. Oh, I don't think I turned the oven off. Let me do that. And I will say I don't have all the answers. Obviously I wouldn't think any one person would have all the answers, but I will say, as far as like, and we started getting a lot of comments on girls' night and even on our YouTube live about asking questions about YouTube, and I would love to just have a sit down chat with any of you who are interested in starting a channel. Obviously this is just like conversational. I'm not an expert by any means, but I do know some things, and I would love to be able to give my time to y'all in that way. I would never do a course or charge or anything like that. This would just be like one-on-one time, or one-on however many time with y'all. Maybe I could go live on my blogging channel, just me, and answer those questions, because I know so many of you want to start channels, or you've just started channels and you're trying to grow it from the ground up. And I know it's a little bit overwhelming, especially when you feel like you don't know anything, because that's exactly where I was. I didn't know anything when I started, so I would love to do something separate for that. But I would say, as far as time management, don't ever plan on starting a YouTube channel if you think you can just like, oh, I'll be a stay-at-home mom and do YouTube on the side. It's just not really how it works at all. You kind of have to look at it as, I'm willing to take on YouTube as my full-time plus job. And if you look at it like that, then it's kind of like Mark and I have to divide and conquer. And I'm gonna show y'all, we started it a few days ago. We divided up like the grown-up chores of the house. It was actually Mark's idea, and I think it's brilliant and wonderful, and I'm looking forward to how it's gonna play out. But for right now, we've simplified it in the first week, being that Mark is ordering the groceries online, they get delivered, and he is cooking dinner every night, and then I am doing the dishes every night, and then we're alternating every night putting the kids in bed. And then laundry, we decided to divide up. He's doing the grown-up laundry and I'm doing the kid laundry. So I know that seems like that's just a very small part of how do we manage our time, or how do I manage my time, but like it helps so much. It helps so much. So I will say too, I'm really bad about staying up late. Y'all know me, I stay up till early hours of the morning. But my kids are at the age now where my youngest is 4, and they let me sleep in a little bit. I can sleep until probably at least 9 o'clock every day. So even if I don't go to bed until 4 or 5, I'm still getting like 4 hours of sleep or 5 hours of sleep. So it's not the end of the world, and I look at it as a temporary thing, because my kids are out of school right now and have been homeschooled for the past little bit. So it's not going to be like this forever. They're going to go back to school and things will get back to normal, and then it'll be a little bit easier for me to get my stuff done during the day. But I'm just looking at this as like our early summer schedule, because they're going to be home with me in the summer, and I think I I'm a big to-do list person. I'm a pen and paper person. I feel like I always want to like write down what I want to get done during the day and get it done. I was telling Mark, I was laughing about it because we were upstairs going through my stuff from when I was a kid, and I found to-do lists that I made when I was like in 3rd grade. So I've loved making to-do lists from day one, and I feel like that really helps you stay on task. Mark is doing laundry right now. With what you need to get done. Yeah, those are kitchen. So I'm not saying that's the answers to everything, but it definitely helps to make to-do lists. And for me at this time in my life, it helps me to stay up late and get what I can done at night. And you just have to give yourself grace when you can't get it done and just let that stuff go. So, but like I said, I kind of want to do a YouTube live or something like that and interact with those of you who want to. I'm not gonna say, if you wanna grow your channel, come talk to me. That's not like that at all. I'm not some guru or, you know all these tips and tricks, but I would just love to like answer questions the best way that I know how to. So y'all let me know if any of y'all would be interested. It could just be like a girl chat, you know, and any guy, but I highly doubt that. Anyways, okay, I am going to probably eat some honey bars and then we're gonna put this thing together. And by we, I mean me. Take 2.
Think I will be holding on to the one thing that I know is stronger.
You want to say hi to our friends?
Who are we?
Who are we?
I'm saying
Oh, to the people who watch.
hi.
Say hi. Neither one of you boys took a nap. This was the very first time I put them down for a nap during this quarantine. And they've been down for about 14 seconds. Y'all go play something happily together, okay? You're hungry?
Like a half of an hour and like 50.
Buddy, you've been in your room for a few minutes, but neither one of y'all slept. Neither one of y'all did.
The one thing that I know is stronger. Love is blind and no one's perfect. Platinum seems so shallow, 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 shallow. But you are bright white gold. With you by my side, I'm not
Okay,
worried.
a little out of breath because I just walked this locker all the way up to Kate's room by myself, and it's not very light, but she has decided she wants to set up all of her doll stuff in there. And then that's the basket I got that I showed y'all, and we're still trying to find a plant to go in there. And then this mirror is very dirty, but I found it up here, and I just kind of was wondering if this is the look that we would want here. Maybe possibly like hang it on the wall. I can't even breathe. I do not have the Rona. Y'all ask me every time I'm out of breath if I have that. No, I'm just out of shape. So she's setting that up now. Bo's just relaxing. What are you thinking about, buddy? What did we just do in the car?
Get Gabby and Gia a present.
Whose birthday was it?
Gabby and Gia's.
No, not both of theirs. It was just one of them. Do you know who?
Gabby.
Gabby? No, it was Gia's birthday. She's turning 6.
Mom, I'm gonna put
So, okay. She's 6 now, yeah. So I kind of love the idea of a mirror being right here. Mainly, well, a couple reasons. One, because every girl loves like a full-length mirror to get ready. But also, I messed up on some of the wallpaper behind it. So that would help with that. We don't have to point it out, okay? It's just so beautiful back there.
I think it's good.
You think it's good? Will you get 7 one day?
Yeah.
You sure will.
Will they get this many? 6?
6, yep. Why don't you tell our friends what you said you wanted to be when you grow up? You said, when I grow up, can I be a...
Police officer.
You want to be a police officer?
Yeah, I really want to. Are we going to grow up though?
Yeah, buddy, you're gonna grow up. Of course you are.
You're gonna have a birthday like Gia and grow up.
Yeah, remember you just had a birthday and turned 4.
I'm going to be higher than Gia.
No, you're always gonna be younger than Gia.
No,
Oh.
no, when I'm a police officer.
Oh, yeah, once you're a police officer, you'll probably be like in your 20s or 30s.
Yeah, I'll probably be 20.
20, just 20 even.
Yeah, 20,
You are so cute.
22.
22 maybe. Okay. All right, I'm gonna close out today's video just because we are gonna try to do some cleaning and organizing, get some stuff done. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with us. Can you say we love you?
Oh, yeah.
We do love you. Say we'll see you next time. That was so enthusiastic, buddy. All right, bye guys, love you.
I think we'll be able to find ourselves again. Black expressions in